Welcome to Raith Rovers, and what's been the worst kept secret in Scottish football. You're now one of our players. How does it feel?
I look delighted to finally get over here and get back home closer to the family, and just really looking forward to getting started.
I was double checking it was a 2-year deal, but you were rather nonchalantly saying, I'm just here. You're obviously feeling very relaxed about where you're at.
Aye, absolutely. I've been chatting to Potts about it for a few weeks, and glad to finally get it finished off and get over here and get going.
Barry mentioned that you had other options, but there was a real attraction to coming to Raith Rovers. I know that the journey's assisted by 400 phone calls for John Potter and his kindness and the way he speaks to people. Well, what is it about Raith Rovers that seemed to be the right fit?
I don't know, sometimes you just get that feel as a player that when a club really wants you to be there, and I got that feel right away for John and the manager, and thankfully managed to tidy it all up and get here.
You've been to Stark Park many times over the years, but I'm imagining it's somewhat changed since your last trip here. How's it looking?
John gave us a wee tour this morning, showed us around it. The facilities look really good. Actually didn't know they changed anything, so I was very impressed and looking forward to getting going.
A wee extra bonus, going into that changing room, seeing your name there. I'm sure they've got the sign writers prepped and ready and good to go. Does it already feel comfortable?
I definitely look at. I know the league well. I don't know the club as well yet, but I'm looking forward to finding out more about it and getting going in the league.
Anybody in that changing room that you know? Any familiar faces?
I've played with Sean at Dundee, and I played with Dicey at Dunfermline.
Helps, doesn't it?
Aye, of course. Aye. It's always nice to have a familiar face when you're coming in. I mean, I've played against other lads for however many years, so
of course. Tell us a wee bit about your time over in Ireland. How similar are the standards? It's an interesting debate, that one.
I was really impressed with the standard over in Ireland, to be honest with you. I probably underestimated that a wee bit when I first went out there, but there is a lot of really good players over there, and I think that kind of was shown with Shamrock Rovers running Europe last year. I think they got knocked out in penalties in that Conference League before the quarterfinals. So.
Tell us a wee bit about your former club. We know that you leave with almost unconditional best wishes. It seems that it was a really fruitful time and something that you and your family enjoyed.
I loved it. The place was brilliant, and the only thing that there was a lot of travelling on the go, and it kind of left my partner Kiva at home with the two young kids an awful lot. But I did. I loved the place and the league, just with it being something different, having played kind of championship most of my career. I really liked it.
Great. How does that leave you in terms of this kind of journey? We're more used to at this point talking about pre-season and all the testing and everything that goes with that, but you actually arrive kind of match ready. How's your fitness? How will that evolve and adapt over the season?
Look, I'm ready to go. I'm just looking for the games to get going and get started. The less pre-season I can do, probably the better, because I feel like I'm fit enough and ready to go, and it's just getting into the games and learning the way the manager wants to play, the way the teammates play, and try to build some relationships that way.
Barry sat in that seat last night, and he was noting the fact that you know what the demands of the league are, but you also know what it needs of a player and of a squad to get out of this league. It's a good experience to have in that dressing room.
Aye, absolutely. I think the last 3 seasons I've been in the league, I've managed to get out hit 3 times, so it's a good one to carry in, and like I say, I'm just really looking forward to getting the season started and excited with our chances for this year.
I mentioned about your club in Ireland and the good wishes that you brought forward, but it's interesting when we look at the reaction to a player signing, and equally there's been unconditional across the board delight that you've joined us. How close are you to your best? You're a player we know well.
Once I get myself and figure out how to play, how the manager wants to play, how I can fit into that system, it's then down to me to produce my best. I feel like I'm in good physical condition, so it's just about figuring out the best way to get the best qualities out of me.
That new jersey seems to fit you well.
Maybe a tad tight, but it's not too bad. I'm looking forward to pulling on. I think we play Falkirk at the weekend. Hopefully can be involved in that game and get off to a good start.
The marketing team have done well to get you in first interview, and you're modelling the new kit.
They were sharp on it, to be fair. As soon as I was in the dressing room putting some stuff on, they came in with the strips and ready to go. Tell
us a wee bit more about your game there. You know, I sometimes sit here and I take for granted that people have seen as many games as I might have, or are aware of the league as well as me and my colleagues might be. Describe your game for folks that are maybe less familiar.
Look, I'm just somebody that wants to excite a crowd, but hopefully a player that people would like to come and watch. I like to dribble with the ball, I like to take chances with the ball, try and find my teammates in good positions, and hopefully contribute to us winning games.
Your assist rate is really high, but you've also got an eye for goal. You got a wee target set for this season?
The assist rate's always good, but the goal rate needs to come up. I didn't score enough goals, especially over the last couple of years over in Ireland, and the manager's already been in my ear about scoring more goals, so that'll be probably a main focus for us here.
Thinking back, you're a player that I remember watching, and you have got that element when you're on the other side of the coin of thinking, this lad can cause us problems. I might think that you can strike a good dead ball as well.
Not too bad. It's not something I don't think I'm known for with free kicks wise or whatever, but corners and whatever is probably more up my street.
You'll see in those wide areas. Communication is something in a Barry Robson team that's absolutely key. Tell us, what kind of guy are you on the pitch? What are the other 10 that are going to be out there with you going to expect, and what they're going to hear and see of you? I'm
a talker. I like to talk to the guys beside me and form relationships that way and make sure that we're on the same page. It's something that comes pretty naturally to myself, and it's something I'll not be shy and bringing to this squad.
What else would you want to tell Raith Rovers supporters? What might we not know about you? You got a cracking nickname hidden away, or are you just arriving quite sure of yourself, quiet, calm, controlled, and good to go?
I think probably the latter. Just looking forward to it, ready to go, and can't wait for to see how we're doing the first home game.
Not long to the competitive games come, lining up in the League Cup. I'm sure you've looked at the fixtures. Anything in there that excites?
It's always nice to see how you're going to fare against another team in the league. So the one when we got up to St Johnstone will be a nice test, and it's nice to get Elgin away out the way first. Long travelling, something I've been used to over in Ireland, so I'll still feel a wee bit like I'm back over there.
We will certainly have your car school to sort out, but as you say, we've got some long journeys coming up as well, so maybe the card school as well as the car school as well.
I don't know about that. We'll see what happens when we're on the bus.
Well, Paul, we're absolutely delighted that you're here, and we wish you every success in that jersey.
Thank you very much.